welcome to Restoring the Mind. Today we're going to tackle something that, well, it feels like a constant battle for all of us, doesn't it? That hidden fight just for our own attention. I mean, we've all been there, right? You just pick up your phone to check one little thing and poof, an hour is just gone. You've been scrolling the whole time. That feeling, that like magnetic pull, that's exactly what we're going to get into today. So here's our game plan. First, we'll look at the big challenge we're all facing. Then we'll talk about what dopamine actually is. We'll see how the whole addiction trap works, get into that vicious cycle, and then, the best part, we'll figure out how to break it. Ready? Okay, let's dive in. Every generation has its thing, its own big struggle. And for us, I think one of the biggest battles is this quiet one, happening right inside our heads. And I really want to be clear about this from the start. That feeling of being totally hooked, it's not some personal failing. It's not about a lack of willpower. It's a feature, not a bug. A lot of modern tech is literally designed to grab onto our brain's reward system and just not let go. So what is it they're targeting? What's the bullseye? Well, it all comes down to this one powerful little chemical at the heart of the whole story, dopamine. So what is dopamine? But really simply, it's the chemical messenger that basically tells your brain, hey, that felt awesome, do it again. It's kind of like our built-in reward system. Now, it's really, really important to get this. Dopamine itself isn't the bad guy, not at all. In fact, we absolutely need it. It's what gets us motivated to do things, it helps us build good habits, it regulates our mood, it's a huge part of being a functional, happy human. But here's the twist. Here's where it all goes wrong. What happens when that system gets completely flooded? Just way too much dopamine all the time. Well, that's when the trap gets sprung. And this right here, this is the absolute core of the problem. See, your brain is super smart. It's adaptive. So when it's getting hit with this constant fire hose of dopamine, it does something to protect itself. It starts to become less sensitive. It's a process called downregulation. So what does that actually feel like? Well, all of a sudden, the simple things in life, a good chat with a friend, a walk in the park, reading a book, they start to feel kind of boring. They just don't do it for you anymore. Your brain now needs a much bigger, much more intense hit to even feel a little bit of pleasure. And hey, we all have one of these, right? What's your biggest dopamine trap? Is it the endless doom scrolling on social media? That one video game you just can't quit? Or maybe it's junk food? Go ahead and drop it in the comments below. Seriously, just naming it is a huge first step. And you never know, your comment might be the one that makes someone else feel like they're not alone in this. Okay, so once you're in that trap, how does it keep you there? Let's break down how this whole thing turns into a powerful cycle that can feel totally impossible to get out of. Think of it like an engine. It runs on a really simple 4-step loop. Step 1, the trigger. You feel stressed or maybe just bored. Step 2, the behavior. You grab your phone and start scrolling. Step 3, the reward. You get that little burst of dopamine and for a second, you feel better. But then comes step 4, the crash. Your dopamine levels drop and now you feel even worse than when you started, which of course makes you crave another hit. And boom, the loop starts all over again. And that's the whole trick, isn't it? The relief you get is always temporary. The system is perfectly designed to make sure you keep coming back again and again, keeping you stuck right in the middle of that vicious circle. Okay, I know that sounds pretty heavy, maybe even a little hopeless, but listen up because this next part is the most important piece of this whole explainer. You are not powerless here. You absolutely have the power to break this cycle. So let's talk about how. So what's the goal? It's not to get rid of dopamine. Remember, we need it. The real goal is just to cut back on all that constant artificial overstimulation. We're trying to give our brains a little breathing room, a chance to heal and get back to their natural, sensitive state. All right, so here's the game plan. And listen, this isn't about going cold turkey and quitting everything at once. It's way simpler. It's about making small, conscious swaps. Instead of the high dopamine habit, you choose something with a more natural, lasting reward. So instead of scrolling, maybe you take a walk. Instead of binge watching another series, you spend time on a hobby. Even just 5 minutes of something different can start to make a huge difference. Hey, if this is making sense to you and you're finding it helpful, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to Restoring the Mind. That way you won't miss out on our other explainers that are all about helping you build a healthier mind.
Okay, let's wrap this up and bring it all home with the big takeaway from this Restoring the Mind explainer.
It's simple, really. You only get one brain. And taking control of what you feed it, what you give your attention to, that's probably one of the most important things you can possibly do for your happiness today and in the long run. So, if there's one thing you walk away with, please let it be this. Dopamine isn't your enemy. That constant, crazy overstimulation is. The addiction cycle is just a habit loop, and you know what? Any habit can be broken. Every time you make one of those small, healthy swaps, you're giving your brain a chance to heal. And just remember, this is all about progress, not perfection. So let's make this real, right now. Not tomorrow, not next week. What is one tiny thing you can do today to start breaking out cycle? Maybe it's putting your phone down for 15 minutes and going for a walk. Maybe it's just reading one chapter of a book. Whatever it is, share it in the comments. Commit to it. It's a great way to make it stick. Thanks so much for watching.